You might assume that luxury is recession proof. After all, people will always want designer bags, exclusive fashion, and champagne soaked lifestyles, right? Not quite. Luxury giants such as Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Cartier, including massive parent companies like LVMH and Kering, are seeing slowing sales, especially in key markets like China and the US. So, what's wrong? And more importantly, what can they do to fix it? Stay tuned, as I'll get to that shortly. Welcome back to Savvypreneurship, where I break down business insight from the world's most powerful brands. If you're new here, consider subscribing for weekly videos on business strategy, branding, and the customer experience. First, let's set the scene. As of 2024 and into 2025, luxury sales growth has stalled. Brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, Gucci, and Burberry are seeing flat or even declining revenues, despite years of strong performance. In particular, LVMH's fashion and leather goods division, which includes Louis Vuitton and Dior, saw slower growth than expected, and Kering reported a double digit decline in Gucci sales. And it's not just Europe, China, once luxury's golden goose, has cooled off. Why? Let's look at the core reasons behind the luxury downturn. 1. Overexposure and brand fatigue. Luxury used to mean exclusivity. Today, everyone and their influencer dog owns an LV bag. With massive social media exposure and aggressive expansion into the mainstream retail, brands like Louis Vuitton may have overstretched their image. When a quote unquote luxury product becomes common, it loses the mystique and with it, the pricing power. 2. Price inflation without the added value. In the last 5 years, prices for designer goods have skyrocketed, sometimes between 20 and 30% higher than pre pandemic levels. But consumers aren't seeing more craftsmanship or exclusivity. They're seeing the same product with a higher price tag and less incentive to buy. 3. Reliance on aspirational consumers. Luxury brands have increasingly relied on aspirational buyers, middle class consumers stretching to make one prestige purchase. In tough economic times, these buyers pull back first, especially when luxury starts to feel overpriced or overhyped. 4. Cultural shifts in quiet luxury. The rise of quiet luxury or stealth wealth, think neutral tones, no visible logos, understated design, has made flashy monograms and overt branding feel dated. Consumers want quality, but without shouting it. Just look at the rise of Thoreau, Loro Piana, and Brunello Cucinelli, brands that exude luxury without the logos. So, what did brands like Louis Vuitton get wrong? Mistake number 1, chasing hype over heritage. LVMH has leaned heavily into hype culture, limited drops, celebrity campaigns, and streetwear collaborations. But in doing so, they've diluted their historic identity. Louis Vuitton was once synonymous with artisanal leather trunks and timeless travel goods. Now, it's sometimes hard to distinguish the brand from fast fashion hype drops. Mistake number 2, expanding too quickly. Opening too many stores, especially in second and third tier cities in China or outlet malls globally, has weakened the sense of rarity. Scarcity used to be a selling point. Now you can find designer bags in airport lounges and suburban malls. And mistake number three, ignoring real luxury values. Luxury isn't just a logo, it's craftsmanship, exclusivity, service, and emotional resonance. By focusing on seasonal collections and mass visibility, many brands have forgotten the emotional connection that made customers loyal in the first place. Here's what brands like Louis Vuitton and others need to do in order to get back on track. One, they should reinvest in craftsmanship and storytelling. Luxury consumers want to know why a product is worth thousands of dollars. Tell the story, showcase the artisan, reinforce the heritage. Louis Vuitton should go back to its roots by celebrating timeless travel, craftsmanship, and the spirit of adventure, not just celebrity hype. Two, create true exclusivity again. Not fake limited drops, but real exclusivity. Private showings, clienteling, member only pieces, made to order experiences. These are the strategies that restore the brand's aura. Three, embrace quiet luxury without losing identity. Yes, the logo mania era may be fading, but that doesn't mean luxury brands should go bland. They should evolve, focusing on elevated materials, timeless silhouettes, and subtle design cues that still whisper luxury but without screaming. And four, focus on the top tier consumer. Luxury isn't for everyone, and that's okay. Brands need to shift their attention away from the mass aspirational marketing and toward high value clients, those who buy repeatedly, not occasionally. That means more personalization, more access, and more intimacy. Luxury is a long game. Short term boosts through celebrity collabs or influencer driven hype may spike interest, but they rarely build loyalty. The brands that win long term are the ones that stay true to their DNA, even as they innovate. Think Hermès, which rarely advertises, limits distribution, and never discounts. Yet, it remains one of the strongest luxury performers year after year. That's not by accident, that's discipline. Luxury brands are at a crossroads. Do they double down on mass exposure and trend chasing? Or do they return to what made them iconic: exclusivity, artistry, and emotional connection? Brands like Louis Vuitton and others have the heritage, the resources, and the global footprint to make a powerful comeback. But they will need to evolve smartly, not loudly. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow entrepreneur. That's how you can help me grow my channel. I don't use paywalls, I don't do sponsorships, and I most certainly don't ask to contribute to any payment site. As a seasoned entrepreneur and educator, I simply enjoy sharing my experiences and giving back to the community. Consider my value added, self paced, comprehensive online starting a business course at business wisdom academy.com. Until the next episode, be curious, keep learning, and stay savvy.